We are in this program of RurbanAfrica, and our focus especially has been the focus on rural livelihoods. We know that in Sub-Saharan Africa there's lots of transformations going on. One that has been particularly often mentioned is the agricultural transformation, but there's also urbanization, which is very, very important. And at the same time we have this globalization, all these globalization processes, especially the introduction of neoliberalization in Africa and the withdrawal of the state. So what we are doing is mainly looking at how the rural livelihoods are developing and transforming and going through a transition process. What we see in 4 countries, in Cameroon, in Rwanda, in Ghana and in Tanzania, in different rural settings, the importance of the diversification of the rural economy. It is no longer the case that rural can be equated with agricultural. So talking about rural economies is different from talking about agricultural economies. Many families in our 4 countries where we studied the rural livelihoods are now going through a process of diversification intra-household. Households are becoming more and more diversified in terms of members who are taking part in different types of economic activities and income generating activities. Not only on the farm, but especially also off-farm. Many members of these households are finding employment or finding a job or are engaged in self-employment, either in the towns, either in big cities, even international, or in rural areas. And a third point that I want to raise, and that comes out of all studies, all empirical studies, is that the connections and the communication facilities have improved enormously during the past 10-15 years, which makes people also more mobile. So many people, members of the households, so-called rural households, are living in the town or at least engaged in circular mobility and send money home or bring money home with them. And these remittances are even also international remittances. The traditional divide in rural villages or rural societies between those who own much land and those who own less land is now being replaced by another kind of divide, and that is the main determining issue is whether you have people of your members of your household who are able to migrate nationally or internationally and send remittances versus those households who do not capture these remittances, who do not have members who have the opportunity to migrate. And that is something that comes out of the studies, that there is a new social stratification underway in these rural villages and rural settlements.